welcome everyone to the Totally Online Gaming Group Twitch channel for our special Halloween episode. As you can see, some of us have dressed up for Halloween. Others,
Others are just icons, and
yeah,
others are.
one is Kermit the Frog,
Yes.
obviously.
Hey ho!
But we are all here now, and we hope you are able to hear every one of us just fine. If not, please let us know. And our resident chat butterfly, Rogar, if you would double check to make sure that everyone can hear us. We would appreciate that. But yeah, we're doing our special Halloween episode, which basically means we're playing D&D, and this is our Wednesday night stream, and it's close to Halloween, so a little bit of dress up,
Yay!
a little bit of fun.
Zelda may become a brunette halfway through, but you know.
It happens. I mean, I think she's a brunette in a few games.
Yeah. I mean, like, she'll also get like way shorter hair, but she's gonna pull a Rapunzel from Tangled.
Nice. And I may suddenly also get shorter, darker hair, as this is a little bit itchy and annoying.
Oh yeah, like
but we'll see.
My hair is like so long.
Oh my god.
I love wigs.
Long. Very long.
All right. Jeez. All right, so a little bit low tech because once again, not at my main computer, so we're just going to have some fun tonight and see how things go. So a little recap from what happened last week. As the party was still in Paneo, they woke up one morning after having several things occur, and Eurydice sat down with Diana to attempt to once again try to make contact with the spirit of that old woman that she had seen when she was meditating, using the stone with the help of Diana to try to see if she could find out more information, as well as attempting to make contact to another person. They had Rogar standing by with them to provide an overwatch and make sure that nothing happened to them and they weren't disturbed. While inside the starfield, Eurydice didn't quite manage to contact the old woman. But something from the old woman seemed to appear around her wrist in a smoke-like vaporous form, the outline of a bracelet that the old woman had been wearing that had the symbol of Tenebris upon it. While she was in this starfield, she also decided to try to reach out and see if she could find this person named Lee, whose name seemed to be lodged in the back of her mind and wouldn't go. She attempted to reach out and found herself looking through eyes not her own, and then hearing things around her and experiencing what almost seemed like a hissy fit as someone who she heard called Lee, who was obviously looking for a woman named Aurelia, was pissed that his companions were dawdling and taking way too long to get on the road. While in this state, in the starfield, Diana, in her own version of a starfield, all alone, decided to see if she could reach out to Eurydice and maybe make contact with her and help her along the way, and found herself ejected forcefully back as Eurydice felt a foreign presence attempt to enter her consciousness and denied it.
Eurydice said no thank you.
Yes. Meanwhile, Jacob and Zeroth, out in the town, went about doing a little bit of shopping, some at the behest of Diana's insistence that they get some items that she needed for a spell she intended to try. One
Some.
of legend lore. Yes, some. Only like a huge amount that Zeroth ended up basically having to carry because it was a little much for Jacob. So as they went out, they managed to spend quite a lot of gold, but found pretty much everything they needed. And was there any other, just if you'll remind me as well, since you can see all of my memory has gone out this gaping hole of hair in the top of my head. Was there any other things out in the town that you accomplished that day when you were out shopping? I'm trying to remember if there's anything
we
I
finished the
missed.
shopping. I got my gauntlets.
That's correct. Yes, you got your gauntlets.
We went into the bounty building to kind of learn more about that.
Yeah, we learned more about
Yeah.
that too.
Ah, yes, that's right. That's right. Zeroth, at Jacob's request, attempted to find out a little bit more about how bounties worked and if there was a way to get out of their predicament where Jacob and Diana were currently wanted. He managed to find out that things would not be super easy, as the bounty on Jacob and Diana was insured, meaning that it was paid ahead of time to the bounty company, and that even if the person who placed the bounty died, the contract would not expire for a year after said event. They decided, we best meet up with the rest of the party and discuss what we have found out. Rogar, in the meantime, after the events of the meditation where he watched over the two young ladies and verified they were safe, decided to check in on another young lady, one who seemed to be getting closer and closer to his heart. He gave her the amulet that he had purchased for her, and he promised her that he would return when he could, and that if it got too dangerous for her, he has left his noble steed behind, and she is to take it and ride it out of town in safety, and the horse would attempt to take her far away from danger. When the group got back together, they began to discuss everything that Zeroth and Jacob had learned, as well as what had been learned by the girls in their meditation. And at which point, Diana decided, okay, we need to find more about this dang stone, and commenced getting all of the material components that Jacob had purchased arranged and prepared, and cast the legend lore spell upon the stone, finding out that there are 4 of the pieces of this stone, each shaped like the lobe of a heart, and a vision had come upon her. One of the heart coming together, all 4 pieces, one seeming to radiate the energies of the elements, one a dark energy of death and undeath, another seeming to move between the planes and control their veils, and the last seeming to be able to move forward, backward, and every which direction within time. And upon them coming together, souls of thousands, hundreds of thousands, upon even millions, seem to be sucked into this completed heart in Diana's vision. And it made her very afraid. She relayed all this information to her comrades, and they said, oh dear, we got some things we need to deal with now. We definitely need to keep this out of the hands of those who have sought to get it. One group such being the Path, which Rogar and Eurydice had infiltrated and found out that they knew the location of one of these stones, and that they were on the trail of it, attempting to retrieve it. one other stone, they already know its location. In the Church of Palor, in the city of Asteron,
No, I
where
thought
it had
it
been
was...
left. No,
Oh, no,
one
never
is in
mind.
the
I thought
Church
you were
of
talking about
Palor.
the path.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope. One is in the Church of Palor in the city of Asteron, where it had been left there to be under the protection of the church and promised to be turned over to the party, specifically to Rhea and Oak, by Father Dimspoon, who is a friend to the party and is attempting to do his best to make sure that the stone stays safe, as far as they know. The last, there is no clue as to where it might be at this time. But combining the information that they all have now, they begin to formulate ideas on what really could be going on. How deeply is the path dug into the society across the realms? And who really is after all these stones, and why? What is their end goal? Maybe we'll find out tonight. We'll just have to wait and see. As they began to head out for the day, they all went out into the street, and it was then, because of an unfortunate, or maybe fortunate for certain events, late casting of the seeming spell by Jacob, his true identity had been left out for notice
Good job,
for a decent distance in the town. And while they were getting ready to head out, Jacob's sister burst into the room and said, "You need to get out now." They asked why. Apparently you were spotted, and, well, the guards are coming here for you. So the party made a daring escape out the window, in which some party members deftly leapt, and others semi-gracefully fell into the arms of a Goliath,
Parkour.
and they began to make their way towards the street.
One who just
Where the
walks
guards-
out the front door.
Yes, and Rogar, walking out the front door as if nothing was wrong, meets them around in the street, ready to make their getaway, when the guards show up, see them, and begin to run straight for them, including someone that they have seen before, a half-elf cleric, a bounty hunter, who had been hot on their trail and even had captured Diana at one point in time. And with all of this danger around them, the deal that Diana had made finally came to fruition, as flame leapt all around the party and cleared a dual flaming tunnel path all the way to the gates of the main city, and a buffet of air forced them, as if they were riding on a fast-moving horse, all of them at Mach 1 million out of the city, throwing them a good 30-40 yards clear of the gate, as it erupted in flames behind them, blocking their exit so that none could follow. They now find themselves in the dirt of the road, 50 yards away from the city of Paneum, and we'll see where they go next. That is where you guys left off. So, I leave it to you. What do you do now?
Once they're out of the city, Diana is actually going to turn to everybody and go, "Is everyone okay?"
I'm good.
Define good.
I mean, I'm not dead, and I think I also hit the half elf, the cleric person. I guess. I think.
Fucking
Whoever-
Wait,
hope so.
she was following us?
Yeah, I saw her. She was following us.
Diana's gonna immediately turn to Rogar and go, "This is why we kill people who kidnap us."
And Eurydice looks at Diana just like, I like this new you.
No.
Rogar's the reason she even got away in the first place.
And then she looks at Rogar, she's like, you bitch.
Hmm,
You coward.
Okay.
Why didn't you just kill her?
Okay.
I'll divine smite you. So calm down.
I have the dragon tooth dagger that I'm very much waiting to stab
Let's
someone with.
not fight each other.
Aw. I mean, it was a half-hearted threat, but, you know.
With you, there are times I am concerned that it's not. Don't shrug at me.
Alright, so what do we do now?
We run.
How did they even find us? Every time we've gone out into the city, we've always made sure we don't look like us.
Can we focus on this later? Because we're only 50 yards away from the city. We should probably run now.
Yeah, I guess. The only problem is, where do we go? We can't follow the main roads. That's where the city guards are gonna look first.
Zeroth, you know the ways.
We need to head north.
What-
We need to
what-
get
what-
across the ocean. So we need a city that has a harbor.
Damn, I really wish I actually had a map in front of me.
I mean, I have one, but you're probably gonna have to like look at my screen in the bedroom.
But one
Hang
day...
on, let me see if I
Yep,
can
here-
actually.
no, here we go. If you'll just hold your horses.
There you go. It's uploading.
Yeah, hold on.
Oh, okay.
I got it. I posted it. You're good.
I was gonna share the screen to you guys, but it is not allowing me to do it right now.
Oh, I can do that. No, but like I've got
It's
so much
Bidif.
other shit on my screen. So
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I sent the download the PDF file to him.
Oh, that's what I was just gonna do, but you already got it. Okay. There we go.
Sorry.
No
I actually
worries.
like to know the terrain.
That's good. That's good. So where you guys are on the map, if you look for the city of Paneum in the kingdom of Southcut, you'll notice it's red. That's a capital city. And
Okay.
Where
I'm
you
zooming
had
in, I see
discussed-
Southcut.
and just kind of north of where it says Kingdom of Southcut, you'll see capital city of Paneum. Ooh, that was an interesting place.
Sure was.
What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
I have no idea.
That was the share screen going off as I pull up the map for everybody.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So we're right here.
So the red spot. Okay, so
There
I
we
see
go.
the capitals.
everyone can see the map now, but not everyone. Okay, I need to adjust OBS.
Okay, so we want to go north.
Yeah. Not to the main city.
We can go this way.
Okay, so we want to go to Northcut.
Well,
Where do we want to go?
okay, so if you follow the black line, so we're in Paneum. If you follow the black line around and up, you'll see two symbols. One looks like a castle and one looks like a village. We want to go to the village. But
Okay.
we don't want to follow the main road. We want to cut straight through to it.
So this way.
Everybody froze.
Everybody froze. What?
There, everybody. Everybody was frozen on my side.
I'm not
Okay.
froze.
So the fastest way would be going across the border, through this here, and through
We'd
to
probably
that.
still avoid that city. So what we'd probably do is like go across the border, cross the second part of the border, not go into the city itself, but like go around it and then to the harbor town.
I fixed everything so almost everyone is showing except the people who don't have their cameras on. Yay!
Nice.
Yay!
And
there we
Here's
go.
a question: can they actually hear us this time?
I hope
Yes,
to God
I hope
so.
so. Hold on. I'm going to test that right now using this
Okay, so
little method.
we have to get to the harbor. Why are we diverting north to that village? Is there something specific that we need from that village?
No, it's just a harbor town.
We need a boat.
Okay.
Because the place we have to get to is across the ocean.
And there.
All right. Sorry. The
and
the anchor is confusing me.
Yes.
That's the harbor.
And
Okay, I thought that's where we would need to go.
the capital
Yeah,
city.
it's attached to the town.
Northcutt. I think there are too many memories in Northcutt for everyone. So why don't we just
no thanks.
skip that piece of plot and just go to
All right. So.
go to the other kingdom.
All right, so
Alright, so
sorry
it
to
looks
interrupt
like
for a
it's
sec.
easy-
just
easy
just to
terrain.
say, sorry to interrupt for a sec. Just to say, it sounds like I can hear everybody, so
Oh,
that's good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I forgot to
Since
say it earlier. Sorry. I was like,
no
oh
problem.
yeah.
No problem. But since we can hear everyone, which is a good thing, and since I interrupted, I'll just use this moment to really quick say, because I forgot to, two quick things. As always, our sponsor is Critical Hit Gaming Supplies. Please check them out. Their website, www.criticalhitgamingsupplies.com. Awesome site. Make sure you use the discount code TOGG15, TOGG15 at checkout in order to get 15% off. And secondly, right now we are doing part of the Extra Life charity live stream. That is going on all the way through Extra Life weekend, which is going to be November 6th, 7th, and 8th, where there's going to be a whole bunch of games on Valdriance's channel. So make sure you check out her channel for that point. I'm actually going to be running the last one-shot of that Extra Life weekend on November 8th at 7 p.m. on her channel. So check that out. And please donate to Extra Life. It's a great charity. It supports children in children's hospitals and helping them to get better. So please, if you'll follow the link, I'll put it in chat real quick. If you can afford to give anything, $1, $5, $10, whatever you can give, it's much appreciated and it's going to a great cause. So please consider doing that, and thank you very much. And sorry about all that interruption, but back to you guys.
Yeah, so essentially, we're cutting through both parts of the border, avoiding the city that looks like a castle, and going straight to the harbor.
So
Okay.
pathway is like this.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess, but just not going through the city.
Yeah, but it's just in that general square.
Yeah.
That's what I was getting at.
We go around that.
Pretty much.
Oh, goodness.
What did you do? Did you
I
rotate it?
rotated
Oh,
it.
good lord.
You
Hold on.
rotated it.
It's fixed. Don't worry, it's fine. See,
You could
we're
just
back
kinda-
in the exact spot that we were supposed to be at.
You can just keep that up on the screen for like the rest of the universe, like I don't know, forever.
The gate.
Yeah, you can leave that up if
Okay,
you want.
so
That's
instead
actually
of
helpful.
Because where
instead
we're
of taking
going-
a direct north route, we're gonna go northeast.
Yes.
Yep.
We're following the blue line.
East. We're going east.
Okay. Just one check.
Can I just press this button and will it erase that entire line? Or do I have to do it? Yeah, haha! I'm learning things about this.
Eureka!
There you go.
All right. Well, I guess we better get a move on because we've been standing here with our thumbs out up our butt.
Onward.
Well, this was just us talking about like
this was us-
where we're going.
Yeah, this was us talking and discussing and making sure we all know where we're going. And onwards, and I assume we're running towards that direction now.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Wait, what
Jacob
gate
is
did
easily
we
with
pop
your
out of?
keen mind feet.
That is a good question. What gate did we
That's a
just...
very good question. Well,
I
Jacob,
can't
with your
recall.
keen mind feet, you'd be able to just quickly know the general direction of north, and you ended up popping out of the southern gate.
Shit.
Hmm.
Wait, is that bad? I don't know.
We're...
Yes.
So right now we are here-ish.
So technically,
you're,
they could
you're
have
actually
attempt
kind of
to
right
cut
on
us off the
that
north.
main road.
Okay, then we just
You're
just
technically like right where that main road, that black line is on the map.
Gotcha.
why don't we just like immediately cut east, and just for now, and then we find our way back up north or northeast.
That would probably be easier.
Like that?
Yeah.
Alright.
All right, so yeah, you're easily able to point out We go east, and that's you point to that direction because you're keen mind. You know where north is, and therefore where east is, and all that. And you guys currently, as you're going through this, just like before you came into this city, when you were, several hours outside of it, the terrain around you, it has some trees here and there, some clustered together, but they're mostly sparse. This is mostly plains, rolling hills, grasslands, and occasionally, especially close to the city, some of that has been turned into agriculture, some farmlands and things like that. But that is the terrain that you are going through.
Okay. So yeah, Diana will turn to Zeroth and be like, "You're the one who understands layouts better.
Mm-hmm.
So, you want to lead?"
I intended to.
Okay.
So yeah.
This is going to be a lot more difficult because we don't have horses.
Oh, we don't have horses. I feel like someone
Nothing
would be
wrong with
very
walking.
upset about that if he were here.
It's not like we asked to be teleported here against our will.
Yeah. Do we know the names of the horses so that if I contact Lee again, he could bring them to us?
Bean. I remember Bean.
Bean? Bolt?
With that beautiful keen mind feed, what are the name of the horses?
Well,
Give me
there
a
was
second.
Bean.
There was Bean.
There was
Bolt.
there was Bolt. Yep, that one.
Willow. And Wind.
And Wind?
Wind. Yep. Those are the names.
Well, Jacob repeats the names aloud because Jacob wouldn't forget the horses' names. He's too dang keen on that information.
All right, so yep, you you. Oh, well, it sounds like we lost somebody.
No, that was a drop from the looking at the stream.
Ah,
Okay, I'm gonna be.
And that so many times.
Give me a minute. Zelda's gotta become a brunette, so.
Is
don't
it
do any-
itchy?
Yeah, it's itchy, and I don't like it.
yeah,
So.
I agree.
Just rip it off. Just.
Well, no, I've got a wig
I'm
cap
about to
underneath
grow
this.
hair up here.
Well, y'all lasted 29 minutes. Bravo.
You know what?
Congrats.
That's longer than
I
I
mean-
thought it would last. So, I will be back.
Hey,
in
you look younger.
Yes,
a sec.
magic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm the DM. Magic. You know, I can just like that. Worlds change.
Minor illusion.
Yes.
Ah, much better. Now I gotta find somewhere to put this.
Throw it on your couch.
I don't know. That's a bed. Good sir.
On your bed, couch, dresser, windowsill.
It can be anything
Futon.
you
I
wanted it
also
to be.
lost
on
an
your
ear,
futon.
so where Zelda is no longer a Highland.
Oh no! What happened to the?
One of them fell off. And I'm not sure exactly where it went.
It flew with the hair.
Yes, it did. You know what? I'm gonna look for that. I don't want to lose that ear.
Fair enough.
All right, so
So
you guys are heading east through the tall grasses and sparse trees here and there, getting past where any fields and farmlands are, out to where it is more just the natural wilderness. As you are going that way, are you running?
Found
are
it.
you walking? Are you power walking? What exactly?
I would assume
Um,
we're booking it.
Yeah, we're booking it. We are booking
Okay.
it.
I'll briskly walk.
I would
Who
keep
the hell
running
runs
at
in
least
frickin'
2-3
plate
miles
armor?
before I start
Yeah,
slowing
I
back
don't. Sprinting, probably not, but a good paced jog.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I mean, Diana just taking it slow. I'm like, I can't run in
Leaving
this.
I
guys in
mean,
the
There we
dust.
go.
Actually, no. What's
Nice.
gonna end up happening is Diana's gonna turn into her fox form and just pace alongside them because she runs faster as a fox.
That's fair.
Okay. And Zeroth, you would know that you would have to kind of cut back a little bit on your speed because
Yeah.
of your long stride and how fast you normally move. Not everyone's going to be able to keep up with you, especially Rogar's wearing very heavy armor, and so that's going to take a toll on him.
Eurydice is naturally short.
So yeah,
I'm
she's
sure
got
I
a
thought-
nice
I
little
thought I
leg.
was carrying
Eurydice.
Oh yeah, no, Eurydice. Yeah, if you're offering a piggyback ride, Eurydice will take a piggyback ride.
So you're basically limited to Rogar and Jacob's speed since Diana switched to fox form.
There
so
we
she can
go.
move a little quicker.
Now
so
I
you're
look
kinda,
at least
you're kind of stuck
somewhat like a Zelda.
at the 30 foot, per move action, so to speak.
Fair enough.
I
So
still hate my
you're
haircut,
booking it.
but,
You're full running.
Just
within
as
the
a heads up, I'm
confines
going to let everybody know if they start catching up, I'm causing a brush fire.
Yes. Yes. Eurydice is all for that.
All
I
right.
can't argue right now because no one can talk to me,
Eurydice is like,
Everyone
yes.
loves-
but it's a valid point.
I finally have a
Yep.
chance to use Fireball if they catch up to us.
Yep,
Why
yep.
is it everyone loves to burn down forests in my game? I don't know.
Because it's fun.
Well, we're not in a forest. We're in plains.
Arson is fun.
You said it was a field.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
flammable.
True. So
I feel a little bit worse about setting a forest on fire.
Yeah.
A field,
It's
Eh.
it has to get burned down every so often to refertilize and like replenish the soil anyway. So
is helping
We're
cultivate.
doing it a favor.
We're just
Yes,
starting the
yes,
cycle
it's,
early.
it's fire
We're
management.
expediting the process.
Wilderness management. That's what it's all about. So as you are continuing through these rolling hills and grassy fields, you're running along, and you guys have been booking it, and it's now been an hour of just straight hauling ass. So you've made it quite a ways away from the city, and in fact, you can still see it in the distance, but it's pretty far away, and it's kind of just almost a dot on the horizon. You still can see it's there. You know where it is, but it's quite a ways away. And I need Eurydice. You're being carried.
Yes.
So I need everyone else to
Fuck.
make Constitution saves.
Oh, okay, a 15.
I rolled it,
18.
but it's not rolling. Come on.
That was 18, Diana.
I got a 19.
All right.
21.
Okay. No problem, you guys. It's been, some hard, energy, hard exercise running this hard, but you're still feeling good. You can continue moving at this pace if you so choose. And how long are you planning on running? Is there
do we at least
a time
How-
frame or a
how long would it take for the city to no longer be within sight?
Well, if it's already like a dot,
Not
yeah,
too
it's
much
already
longer, then.
it's already basically a dot, so probably not too much longer. Maybe another, at this pace, maybe another 15-20 minutes.
Is Eurydice able to see anyone still following
that'd be
them?
fun.
Like, is she able to tell if there's anyone still following us? Since
You
she's-
will actually have to roll a perception check for this.
Wow. Okay. I haven't done that in a while.
Honestly, this sounds like a nice run.
22.
It does.
I mean, it would
It's
be
lower than
grueling
your
and
passive,
it's-
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, running
to
through
No,
the field is super fun.
you don't notice anyone. I mean, the city's quite a ways away. Really, besides the city itself being so far away, and really, I mean, it looks kind of, from this distance, you would say it looks, maybe the size of like a basketball, so it's pretty far away.
Okay,
But
once
you can-
we're that far away, Diana's finally just gonna like slow down and stop for a second and just be panting for a bit.
All right. and
Because
while you're
she's
doing
not
that,
a runner.
One thing you do notice is that the smoke coming up from the city is still visible, because that's rising up. Right from where all that flame went, and you saw the gate was just engulfed in flames, and black smoke had been rising up off that, and that you can still see that clearly coming off of it as a kind of a landmark of direction.
I will say one thing, but my demon daddy, he sure does know how to start a fire.
I would hope so. It would be kind of embarrassing if he doesn't.
Diana's gonna shift back and she's just standing there, hunched over with her hands on her knees. She's like, I am not built for sprinting.
Yeah,
Ask me to dance for hours.
Fun.
I'm golden.
At
Have
this-
sex
at-
for hours. I'm
At
golden.
30's pace, I've been just jogging this whole time.
Yeah, Eurydice looks at you like,
So I'm
why are
feeling
you
pretty
tired
good.
right now? Come
You're
on,
being carried.
I can.
I mean,
turn back
I
into
can
a
carry
fox and we can carry
somebody
you.
else too.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna suggest. I don't know how much, and he's gonna look back to see. Are they leaving a relative like trail of like their footprints in the ground behind them?
Well, you have been running, pretty much full bore. I mean, not like a sprint, but like a marathon run. Yeah. So you've been going pretty steady. So you haven't really taken any precautions on trying to hide the path you took.
I have a
So,
recommendation
you-
I could do is we could all hold up, and the ones that can move the quickest, we can kind of move back halfway down the path or so and clear our trace.
I mean,
We could do that, or we
could burn the field.
Hold on. We could also have the
Oh, thank God.
smaller, sneakier people go one direction, and then I can take, and the rest of us can go a different direction, creating the footprints going other directions,
Or
and
we
then
could just like use one of our
We
go
still
back
need
to
to
the
meet
other
up.
group.
like you have like you and I both have Thunderstep. So
Right.
we could both take someone.
I have Dimension Door. That'll get me 500 feet.
Exactly.
The only problem is I don't know what's 500 feet ahead of us. And if I hit something, well, we're fucked.
Well, the reason I said I could do it is the Thunderstep goes out to 90 feet, but as long as
thought
since
it
it's
was-
through.
Hold on.
There's also one problem you're forgetting. If someone's following us right now, they're gonna hear the thunder.
Yeah.
Well, they're not going to assume that it's going to be back on the main pathway because, again, the trail is going to go in one direction.
No,
The
what I'm
thunder goes off
saying
in that
is,
spot.
if someone's following us, thunder echoes, and we're in a giant open plain.
So it's just gonna roll.
I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm saying the place that it would be basically coming from wouldn't be the direction we're going.
The thunder would stay, and technically the sound would come for one spot. It wouldn't, like, when we teleport to the other spot, it wouldn't be there, right?
We could also just start clearing our path from this point forward.
Let's just do that. Ooh, or we could set the whole place on fire.
I mean, if I really need to, I can technically use my tail to brush against the ground and hide my tracks. The only problem is you're gonna see swish, swish, swish marks.
Well, I don't.
If
Not
Who's the most exhausted right
realistically,
now?
No one really seems to be tired out that much.
Okay,
You
so-
actually weathered it pretty well. You feel like, yeah, if we need to, we can, keep running.
I mean, I'm down to keep running.
I know it's not favorable, Jacob, but if we burn the field, the flames will cause ashes to hide our tracks. And any point forward, it'll also follow us. The fire will go both ways.
And if I use Scorching Ray, I can put it 120 feet away from us, so we have a decent chance to run away from it if it heads our way.
Well,
Now, hang on. Before we do this, can Diana look around and see if this is just a normal field, or is this used for plantation during the seasons?
You guys, that you guys already passed where pretty much all of the agriculture was occurring, and you're in more natural fields. So it doesn't look like anyone's developed any of this area that's anywhere near you.
Now, so this is going to cause one of two things. Probably both. If we burn the field. One, it'll actually allow them to use this field later on for more agriculture. The only
Good.
problem is the fire will go backwards and ruin what they already have, so we would be ruining their farms.
I'm not too upset about that.
Except, if we ruin the farms, you have to remember there's 3 different people inside that city who rely on it.
Also, at this point, we could just keep moving. We don't have to burn anything down. There's clearly no signs of anybody actually following us at this point. I said I would
Eurydice is
burn
gonna
the
try
field
and
if
see-
there was someone there.
Can Eurydice make another perception check to see if if she can see anyone?
And can Harim go up and see anyone?
I will say that yes to both of those things.
oh, okay.
While you're doing that, I forgot to grab my dice. Give me a second.
I rolled very well.
Blasphemy! How could he forget the dice?
But yeah, no, Diana would make the point of, can't we use a literal bird's eye view?
Yeah, we do have a bird.
Icaros, go.
Yeah, I'm playing.
I got a 30.
All right. Well, I got a 19 from the bird's eye view.
Eurydice sees all.
What'd you get there, Eurydice?
A 30.
A 30.
30.
Okay. From your bird's eye view, Jacob, looking through Hrim's eyes, you can see that there's a little bit of a trail from where you guys had run, because some of the grasses are kind of like trampled down because you were all kind of going together in a group. But as far as looking back to the city, all you can really see is that there is, smoke coming from gates of the city and a little ways into it. And there seems to be some activity near those, near the gates. Possibly people trying to put the fire out, things like that. Eurydice, as you look back, you can see in the distance, and it's so far away. You do notice, yes, you do notice movement by the gate. Could be someone, people outside the gate. Maybe they're chasing after you. Maybe they're putting out the fire. Who knows? It's by the gate. It's so far away. It's really hard to see what they're doing.
So there's no
neither you
indication
can
that anyone has
tell
come
for sure.
towards us.
Not that you can tell at this point in time.
Okay.
Okay, so
You
How-
share
how
the group,
far
or are we
ahead
just
of
gonna
us-
all stare at you?
how far ahead of us does this plane, do the planes still go until we hit, like, different kind of terrain?
As far as you can tell, the horizon.
Hey,
And pretty
weird
pretty much
question.
in both directions, in like all directions.
How many times can I use this spell?
It depends on how many spell things you got.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Okay, I have 4. I can chew up the spell slots if needed. If all of you are willing to not fight me on it, I can change you into animals. They won't notice animal tracks compared to human ones.
What kind of animals? What kind of animal do we get to be?
I don't know. I just change you. I don't really think about it.
Okay, well, I
Well,
wanna
can you
be
think
a
about it?
wolf.
Well, hold on.
I like wolves.
So you can do that to one person.
Fuck, is it a concentration?
It's a concentration spell.
Is it?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, hang on. Let me read it
How big
really
of a
quick.
creature
Because
can you make?
hang on. Let me read it. Okay.
Not at higher levels. You can...
Okay, I can change it into any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's. Are there any beasts that are big enough that I can turn Zeroth into?
A horse.
A horse is
Well-
not going to fit all of us on there.
Mm-mm.
Is there such thing as a dire horse? No, just like a really big horse.
Yes.
Maybe a Clydesdale.
Here's the
Ooh,
thing.
an
If I can turn him
elephant.
into something big enough, can you still summon a horse again?
To...
And she's gonna be pointing at Rogar.
What? No.
Elephant.
So you
Elephant's gonna be kind of obvious.
So-
Mammoth.
the kind of strength that we have currently, you can be turned into some quite formidable things. Out of game talk. Out of game
Sort
talk.
of. Yeah, sort of. It's because the kind of the weird thing with it is with it saying the CR.
Mm-hmm.
Well, characters don't really have a CR, and the kind of the best correlation of CR to a character's level is, well, CR is roughly equivalent to 4 characters of that same level as the same number of levels. So therefore, it's roughly equivalent. A character's level would be about 1/4 of its level CR. So at 10th level, technically it's like 2.5. I mean, roughly, not exact. I would say probably I would allow to go up to like, just to make it easy, we'll say half a character's level.
So,
Because those are
5.
usually round numbers. 5.
okay, hang
Usually
on.
relatively
I
round.
need to pull up a sheet so I can look up what characters have it.
I actually have a lot pulled up. I'm trying to see, is there a way that I can just change it to where it is that? Sure
I'm
can.
looking up a
Actually,
5 and a
easy.
large.
Yeah, pretty
Or do I need
easy.
Gargantuan?
So you can do an Allosaurus, an axe beak.
You could technically, according to this, according to what I allowed as a CR5, you could technically do a Brontosaurus.
I was just looking at that one.
Gargantuan.
Yes.
Would we all fit on it?
Yes,
A
100%.
gargantuan creature? Hell yeah. You'd
So
also
Diana's-
be riding. You'd also be riding around on basically a how do I put this? Like 2 buses.
Wait, aren't
stacked together.
Brontosauruses the ones with the really long neck?
Yes. Really,
Oh,
really big
crap.
ones.
We're gonna be
Man.
so obvious.
Yes,
Big ass target.
Okay, maybe not that big.
Ones that are huge size, which huge is
a
basically
giant elk.
15-foot squares, so to speak. And those there's like giant crocodile, hulking crab, a triceratops.
A giant elk.
Cause here's the thing.
Elk.
Yeah, if I turn
I
you
think
into a
that's
giant
4,
elk,
right?
we technically can still fit. Technically speaking.
You could turn him into a killer whale.
He needs to be able to walk.
I
I'm
was
just
down
listening
for the
to this.
killer whale.
I mean,
What about a
instead of just-
guardian wolf?
Hold on. How long can you do this spell? Because if you could turn me into a sea animal, why buy a boat?
It's
Probably
I
an
can only
hour.
hold it for
Lasts
1
long
hour.
enough. Yeah, that's a
Hmm.
pretty short trip.
We're gonna drown.
Shitty.
Because wolves aren't uncommon to these areas. So if I turn you into a giant ass wolf, we can all just ride on your back.
Yeah, go for it. I mean, I can technically carry all of you currently, as you all are, as I am now. But
Your speed
it's
will be
gonna slow
drastically
me
lowered.
down.
Well, it depends.
Technically, all of you would
Sure.
probably add up to
Hey.
probably 800 pounds. I could technically still move 50 feet while carrying all of you. It would just look like a weird Chinese trapeze act.
Yeah, it would be very bulky and unwieldy, so your speed would be reduced a little bit just because you can carry the weight, but I mean it's like the awkwardness of trying to,
Well, because
have
if I
all these
turn you
people,
into a wolf, I
on
can
you.
turn back into a fox and just follow alongside you, while the rest of them ride you. So that way there's only paw prints.
Okay.
So
You could do that.
once I cast the spell, I can still maintain the concentration even in my animal form. I just cannot cast it while in my animal form.
Mhm.
So, does that sound good? Giant wolf man, foxo creature, and we book it while the rest of you ride him.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Paw prints will be less obvious. It'll just look like a wolf and its cub following alongside it because we both have canine paw prints. So it'll just like
Did we lose you?
and what
Oh,
we'll
that
do
was me.
I was just like, it
Sorry.
got super quiet.
and
Yeah,
what we'll
I
do
was like,
is
what?
rather than continuing straight forward, we will cross the tracks that we've already made to make it look like we went through them and continue on. So that way it looks like we crossed paths rather than shifted and changed.
I'm down.
Okay.
Could be a big ass wolf.
So we just go over like in that direction. Eurydice just points in a direction. So we go over that way for like 20 feet, and then we like go somewhere else, and then
Probably a little more than just 20 feet.
I
but
know. I'm
yeah.
just I'm like giving an example.
And we're gonna have to hoof it hard so that way we can cover ground.
Okay,
Because I can only do this for an hour.
I'm down.
let's do this.
I mean, you could technically ride me, too. You
No,
could just sit with
if
them.
I mean, yeah, I can still sit with you in the fox form, but it's still the matter of if I get tired, I'll hop up.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you don't even need to carry.
Oh yeah, Diana's gonna point at Rogar and go, "Can't you turn him into a direwolf?"
For 10 minutes. I'll have to burn through all my spell slots. I can't even do an hour. I can do 35
Well,
minutes
no,
at
wait,
most.
no, keep him the size he is because between him, Daydream, myself, and then him as a giant wolf, we just look like we're a pack. The paw prints will just look like a pack passing through the plains.
Yeah,
There'll
with
be
just
a
one
lot of
massive
different
wolf.
size footprints.
Direwolves grow at different rates.
Yeah, good point.
There's no way to know if they're pups or not.
Zeroth, give me a survival check.
Okay.
Hey Zero, do you want protection from poison?
I would love some protection from poison.
I don't know if it's gonna only last an hour.
Could have used that in the arena.
I got a 20.
I don't know. I didn't have it prepared
Okay.
then.
Not a nat 20, but it's a 20.
Right, dirty 20. All right. So, what you know about the wilderness and about wolves and everything is that anyone tracking a group like that would simply see it as wolves. Not necessarily all dire wolves, but wolves. And you know that it isn't unheard of for dire wolves to actually pal around with regular wolves on occasion. Sometimes a dire wolf is actually, ousted from its pack, and it's a loner, and sometimes can actually get adopted by,
Aww.
a regular wolf pack as their alpha because they're so much bigger and stronger. So it's something that you feel, yeah, this we could get away with something like this.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that then. I'm just
Alright.
down to be a big ass wolf.
And if need be, so long as we get far enough, if I can rest, I can do it again. And we can keep continuing
Well-
on that kind of a path. I just need to rest first before I shift again.
Technically,
Once I-
couldn't you rest while riding me? Or do you have to stay concentrating?
I have to stay concentrated on you to keep you in that form.
Every
Gotcha.
time I hear the word.
Keep your mind out of the gutter, Rogar.
It's a whole new world now.
So we get as far as we can for an hour. I will put up a barrier. I'll sleep so I can shift again, and then we'll do it all over again. But I can only maintain it for an hour. Once you turn back after an hour, I can't turn you back. Otherwise, I have to shift back into a human form, and I'd have to be riding you as well.
Gotcha. Alright, well, let's get on with this then.
So, if I have to turn you back into a direwolf another time before we rest, I'm just gonna ride on your back as well. Can you easily maintain 4 people?
Yeah?
Okay. So, Diana will use Polymorph on Zeroth and turn him into a giant-ass wolf.
All right, you are a
Wolf.
giant ass wolf.
And I will be in my fox form, and then alongside him with Daydream and Nightmare, I will follow him through the plains.
Okay.
While on the back for the hour, I'm gonna take a short rest to use Arcane Recovery.
Okay.
Your British
So
shoes
you
will be
go
on the
ahead
lookout.
and- All right. And Rogar, anything from you?
Yeah, I'll just place my hand on Zeroth's forehead as he's a wolf. And yeah, I'll just cast protection from poison.
I
I
appreciate
had the spell spot to burn.
Also,
Why not?
also, just for future reference, I double checked the polymorph spell. You got to make sure to read your spells because it also says or the target's level if it doesn't have a challenge rating. So you could actually do it up to a CR 10.
I want to look at those then. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Formidable
I want to
foes.
look at those.
You made a great plan, and I think you should stick with it at this point in time. But you do need to keep those things in mind for the future, because I don't have every spell memorized.
That's
and
what I
I'm
meant by
missing.
formidable foes.
What do
I
you
know
mean you don't have
polymorph
every
like the
spell
back of my
memorized? You're the
hand.
dungeon master. Let's
I
hear
You
know.
it
should
out.
know.
It turned you into a giant tortoise.
Yep.
What about a giant snake?
No, Snick.
Oh.
There's a sperm whale.
I only heard the first word for a second.
Children,
Beneficial.
all of you.
We're adults.
Okay.
Barely.
So,
I could turn you into a yeti.
Oh fuck yeah!
I can also
Yeah.
turn you into an animated tree that can walk.
Treehouse
Well-
Seroth.
Doesn't it have to be a beast?
Yeah, it has to be a beast.
it has to be a
Aw.
beast.
I was like, wait a second, a tree's
Aw,
not
Has
a
to
I
be
wanted
beast.
a
beast.
Treehouse Seroth.
I was just getting Lord of the Ring flashbacks.
That's what I was just thinking.
Same.
I'm gonna pick up a fucking rock and just hurl it at a building.
I mean, there's
so,
Blood Fray giant. No,
Okay,
that's a
so
giant,
you-
not a beast.
you basically turn Zeroth into a dire wolf.
Big ass wolfo.
Yep. And now, who is, how are you sitting on Zeroth here? Like, who's kind of like towards
So
his
it
head,
sounds
who's
like
in the middle?
Rogar's at the front. I guess Eurydice's at the back, so she can keep an eye on things,
Yeah.
and Jacob's in the middle.
Yeah, I have
Okay,
great
so-
animal handling skills.
Okay. Which I do need you to roll right now.
Oh, 19!
Okay. Because right now, Zeroth, your intelligence is a 3.
Fuck yeah!
Because your mental stats and all that stuff go to that of the creature you're turned into. You do keep your alignment and your personality, so you do know that these are friends, but for all intents and purposes, you are a dire wolf. You have dire wolf instincts and tendencies. So,
can turn
Rogar,
you into
you
a
do
walrus.
manage to
And one is a
urge him
fox.
to go in the. You manage to urge the wolf Zeroth into going in the direction that you guys intended.
Hey, wait, I have a question. Since he still recognizes us as friends, can't I lead?
You can obviously try, but right now Rogar
It's
has already kind of convinced him to
Nah, that's fine.
go in the direction you guys were going. And
Guys, we got
right now,
lucky.
because of a
I could've-
request,
Turn you into a quasi-cultist, and we could have just flown.
because of a request to remove an itchy costume,
Yeah.
we will take a very, very short, like 5-minute intermission. Is that gonna be enough?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
should be enough.
Okay, we'll
Well,
take a
what do you-
5-minute intermission. So anyone that needs to use a bathroom or change out of itchy costumes, you may do so now. We will be right back, everyone. So please don't leave. It's just starting to get to the good stuff. So we'll see you in about 5 minutes.
So, when I have to change you again, I'm probably gonna change you into a quasi-cultist, only because they're essentially giant feathered snakes that fly.
All right, so you can go ahead and
I know. I'm
Don't,
I'm trying a thing. I made us a little thing.
trying a thing. Oh, beautiful.
I
Okay.
was like, be back.
Yes, be back soon. All right, so we'll be back soon.
We're back.
All right, and we are back. Okay, so you guys were transforming into wolves and riding wolves and continuing to head east. So you're going to go for the full hour, I assume, since that's the duration of your spell, Diana. Actually, I don't think Diana and Zeroth are back yet, as I don't see Zeroth.
Oh, should we go back to the be right back screen?
No.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was muted.
No,
One, yes, it is
Alright.
full the full duration of the hour, and two, he took Puppo out on a walk. Because
Okay,
Puppo
no
needs
problem.
to use the bathroom.
Okay,
So he asked me to roll for him.
no problem. No problem. So as you are continuing for the full hour to get the max use out of your spell, I assume. You head that way. You're able to go a little quicker now because you're moving at a full speed of the wolves. Which, just to double check, yeah, you're moving at the full speed of the slowest of the canine creatures that you either have with you or are. And that ends up moving you, I think your fox form is 40 feet, Diana?
Let me double check. Hang on. We never actually specified what her speed as a fox was, because we weren't sure if she would ever change.
Yeah,
And need to run.
yeah. Let me just double check this, just to get an idea.
When in doubt, pull up Fox stats.
what- Yes, I was going to pull up...
So, fun
Mastiff
fact,
because
to look at the
that's
fox stats, I don't have the expansion needed.
Yes. Alright, so a Mastiff, which is what Nightmare is.
A red fox is 40 feet.
Yep.
Thank
so
you.
I'm gonna say all of the, both Daydream and Nightmare and Diana and Fox form, you can all move at 40 feet. So you're actually moving about, 10 feet faster per round, so to speak, or per move action than you were when you were going on foot, because you were reduced down to 30 because of Rogar and Jacob. That was the max they could go. So you're moving a little faster, and you're now leaving canine footprints as opposed to various forms of humanoid. And as you continue on, the terrain continues to be these grassy fields and plains, but now your passage is less disturbing to the terrain around you, as you're more designed to move through that kind of wild territory in the current forms. Continuing on, it is now starting to get dark. Okay. Actually, I'm trying to remember exactly what time of day you guys got booted from the city. Because I think
Late
Zeroth-
afternoon.
Jacob and Zeroth were shopping in the afternoon, and it was late afternoon. So it's not getting dark just yet. Because it's probably somewhere around like 4 o'clock now. Somewhere in that neighborhood.
I just got really tired all of a sudden.
Well, then I'll have to liven things up.
No.
So,
I'm
as
just
you're-
saying because I've been awake since 4 a.m., so it's not your
Oh
fault.
man, that's all.
Yeah.
Feel
That sucks.
that.
Well,
No,
no,
I
I went to
know
bed
it's
at
not my
9 last
fault.
night, so, I was tired. I just woke up in a timely manner,
up
I
early.
guess.
Yeah, no, it's pretty average.
Oh,
It's
God.
still like 7 hours of sleep. So.
Yeah, my body was like, hey,
Just an hour in the costume. Yep.
it's time to wake up.
Yes, I'm at least keeping this costume wise. At least a little bit of something, right? But okay, so you've continued to move through until about 4 o'clock. At which point you can no longer hold on to the spell, Diana, and it eventually fades, and one hops off of Zeroth just as he transforms back into his Goliath.
When that happens, I will shift back and Quick question, Rogar, what is your animal handling bonus?
+1.
Okay. When Diana will change him again, but this time she'll just keep riding him. And I will roll his intelligence as well as the animal handling because I have a +4. Does that sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so this time you're gonna ride up front.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna attempt to go for another hour, I assume.
Yep.
So now you guys continue on for another hour. You're not seeing anything, any people out and about. You're not noticing any of that. Occasionally, some wildlife here and there. A bird flying past. But you're definitely in the middle of nature, in the middle of these heavily, full, thick, grassy plains. Trees sparse here and there. You continue on, and it's now about 5 o'clock.
I can do it one more time.
And Eurydice, you can, looking back, you can barely even see the column of smoke that had risen from the city. Can't see the city itself anymore, but you can barely even see. It's almost just like a slight discoloration right near the edge of the horizon.
Okay.
And that smoke was a tall pillar of smoke, but you can barely see any of it now.
So either they've...
You figure you guys are several miles away. You're almost at the point where the curvature of the earth is limiting you in vision.
Yeah, well, either they've managed to douse the fire enough, or we are that much farther away. But yeah.
Okay. So I will need an animal handling check though from you, Diana, just to make sure.
I got a 19 plus 3.
That's
22?
That's more than enough. That's more than enough. You managed to keep Xeroth on course in the direction that you guys wanted to go. That Jacob was saying we should go, continue east. And if you want to go for one more hour, that's up to you. If you want to cast the spell again.
Yeah, I'm on your back now, and I'm the one leading.
Cool.
So, yeah, I will do it for one more hour.
Okay, so go ahead and give me that another animal handling check.
This time it is 18 plus 4.
Okay, so, yep, same thing. You continue on going east, and you have now traveled quite a long ways. And there's no seeing the city behind you, and it is now about 6 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, once she's used that
I think we can
last
stop
polymorph,
now.
I can technically do it one more time with my 5th level spot, but I want to save that just in case we need Dimension Door or Dominate Person. So once that's done, Diana's gonna look at the group once he's shifted back and went, alright, so we can keep going. I'm pretty sure we've gone 3 hours straight on just paw prints at full speed, so I think we're far enough away at this point. Do you guys want to keep going for the evening?
Ass hurts. Let's stop.
Because it's only 6.
Dude, I think it's time to stop. We can't see the city anymore. I think we're good.
I agree.
We've been going for a while. I think
All
I
right.
need a rest too.
Alright, then I will cast Tiny Hut. Because it'll get dark enough you can't really see the bubble thanks to it being the type of texture it is on the outside.
Okay.
And I don't need to maintain concentration on it. So, it's not see-through, but it's not like a solid color either. I think opaque,
Uh-huh.
where it's like cloudy. So she will cast Tiny Hut because we can all fit inside of it, and she is going to immediately go to bed because she desperately needs the long rest.
All right.
So
Well,
no dinner
So
tonight.
by the time you guys set up camp for the night, it's takes you a good half an hour or so. It's still light out. It's sun's starting to get lower, but it's still light out. But you do have a camp set up now.
Actually, before we go to bed, because we're gonna set the camp up and everything, and we're gonna be inside the bubble, and she can still get a long rest after a few hours. She's going to sit down after making food and setting the camp up, and she's gonna look at Eurydice,
Yes.
and she's gonna go, all right, so first I'm gonna try. Actually, let me put it this way. Do you want to try and contact Lee first, or do you guys think I should try to talk to Ancient Dude?
Ancient Dude is more important right now.
The only hesitation I have with the Ancient One is if I get stuck in this meditation for too long, I don't think I'm going to get my spell slots back.
Then let's talk with Lee.
I don't think I'm going to get my magic back.
Yeah, then let's talk with Lee, because that might be
Alright.
quicker. We can talk
Yeah,
to
you can
Grandma.
talk to the bone guy on the boat.
We can
That's
talk,
true.
We can talk to
Yeah.
Grandma some other time.
And once again, I will make it very clear that I want to speak with this bone guy, or at least listen in. So I will hijack your brain.
One thing I will say, Rogar, is I can try to bring you in. I cannot give any
I
promises.
will force my way through those doors.
Okay, no, here's the thing on how this works. You can enter the starfield with us while in the meditation, but unless you purposely let me inside your head, you won't hear me talking to him.
Oh, that's fine. You can enter my head.
So, how about when we get on the boat to the kingdom, wherever we're going? I don't know the name of it.
It's a really complicated Latin name that I don't even remember how to pronounce.
I'm just gonna say that the northern thing, the North place. We're going to
The
the
North place.
We're going to the North Pole. We're
Penguins?
going to the Northern Water Tribe. Why don't we do talk to the ancient man there on the boat? Because then we can just all congregate together and ask him questions in Starfield Place.
I mean, one of us should probably not be inside the starfield just in case something happens on the boat, because the last time we were all on a boat, you guys weren't with us, but the last time Jacob and I were on a boat, we had to fight some giant shark monstrosity that nearly killed us all.
I'll kill it.
Yeah, Zeroth, do you have any pertinent questions for this
Oh yeah,
ancient
I
man?
typed it while I was blind. It was great.
I haven't a fucking clue what to ask the bones. No.
Okay,
Okay, then
Then
There's just for
Jungus
something
Spider,
going on prior to me.
yeah.
Just
You'll be
along
on
for the
watch
ride.
then when we do that. But for now, let's contact Lee.
focus
so we
on
can,
Lee.
so we can actually get him to start heading over towards where we are.
Alright, so Diana's gonna sit down with Eurydice, and she's gonna pull out the stone and keep it in her grip, and she will start the meditation.
Eurydice will also, put her hands over Diana's the stone and start meditating as well.
And this
So I need
time,
wisdom checks from both of you.
ooh! I got a nat 20, I got a 22.
16.
Okay. So once again, as you focus your energies, Diana, on the stone and deep within yourself, and Eurydice, you concentrate on trying to find that star field yet again. Find both of yourselves kind of slipping away to a calm, relaxed state. Without opening your eyes, you see the stars around you in this complete void of blackness with little pinpricks of light.
And
You look around, you cannot see Eurydice. Eurydice, you look around, you cannot see Diana.
Diana will reach out for Eurydice this time, now that she knows not to kick me out.
Yeah, Eurydice will actually reach to Diana as well.
Okay, so you're both thinking of each other and trying to reach out to each other. And I need both of you to make wisdom checks one more time.
I got a 18.
19.
Okay. As you sit there thinking about reaching out towards one another, you begin to actually see each other separate, as if your forms were mere ghosts, but then become more solid, as if you were next to each other the whole time. You now see both of you fully formed as yourselves, but now within the same space, surrounded by this void of black and pinpoints of light.
Eurydice.
Diana.
Well, first, Eurydice is gonna do like the Spider-Man point. She's like, ha! Ha!
Yeah, you didn't kick me out this time. Congratulations.
Haha.
And Diana's actually going to hold her hand out to Eurydice and go, hang on to me if you can. I don't know if I can physically touch you here. And then you need to focus on wanting to talk to Lee.
Oh, so it's like a genie.
Kind of. You need to be relatively specific.
Ugh. Okay. Eurydice
So
will try to grab Diana's hand.
Okay. As you reach out to one another, you feel your hands touch as you clasp each other's hands, and it feels solid.
like I said, focus on wanting to talk to him.
Okay. Then Eurydice will just let me speak to Lee. Let me have a conversation with him. Let me talk to him.
Okay. I need a wisdom check from you at advantage.
$22.
Good.
Okay. As you are sitting there, you see one of the points of light, a little bit down and off to your left, start to glow brighter and extend out towards you. As you reach out towards it, Diana, you see Eurydice reaching out with her other hand towards this light, and she makes contact with it.
Yay.
And as soon as you do, feel your consciousness almost seem to enter to another's. However, it's different than last time. You don't see anything. You don't hear anything. But you feel connected, as if you're present there with them somehow.
Can Diana also feel this?
You can feel that Eurydice's hand squeezes yours, as she's obviously experiencing something that you cannot quite see or feel, but you can tell something is going on.
Okay. If she can still hear me as well, she's going to tell Eurydice, alright, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to tell him your name is Eurydice, but you believe he knows you as Aurelia? Aurelia? Aurelia.
Yeah.
But you know him, but he might know you as Aurelia.
Okay. Lee? Is this Lee? Hello?
You here? What? Who is this? Who's there?
Well, my name...
Where are you?
Technically, I think I'm kind of inside your head right now. I can't tell. This is some weird spoopy magic.
What? Okay, this... Wait, who are you and why are you in my head? How did you get in my head? This is really weird.
Yeah, I know. This is really weird. My name is Eurydice. I think you may know me as Aurelia, but I'm not sure. I lost all memories from
Wait,
the past
who?
3 years.
You said your name is what?
Is this
Your what? Your
my
what?
name is
What?
Eurydice. It's not that hard to pronounce.
Hello? Can you hear this?
Dude,
Oh,
dude, no one else can
she
hear
said she's in my head. Some girl.
you. Dude, no one else can hear you.
She
Mention
can hear me just fine.
No one else
You're
can
ri-
hear me.
Aurelia. Say, tell him.
So, you were in the Bennett's Bridge, that town, I think.
Wait.
The short guy with
Okay,
the
so
curly
first
hair
you're in
with the
my head.
goggles. That guy, he
Yeah?
came up to me, and I punched him in the face because he called me Aurelia. I think you're looking
Wait
for
a
me.
minute. Wait a minute. Raleigh?
Hi. Yeah, I don't...
How is it really you?
Sorry, I've been planning this gift for like 2 weeks, so... No, this is Patrick. Okay. What a way to ruin a moment. Yeah, see, that's the thing, I don't know who Aurelia is, and if, I was her, and, I stole from you guys, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean it, but...
So... I'm confused now. You said you think you might be Aurelia, but then you're saying you think you stole her?
No, I'm
Really
saying,
don't
I
get this.
think that I stole something from you guys, because you know me, and I don't know you, so... And you called
And
me...
Diana, can she hear Eurydice? Because they're connected. She
You-
can't hear Lee, but can she hear Eurydice?
No, you can. Yes, you can.
Okay, Diana's gonna go, Yuri, tell them you have no memories.
Okay, so, I have no memories from before the past 3 years.
Wait a minute. Okay. So,
You think they might know you,
I-
but you can't remember them.
I can't remember you guys, but I think you might know me.
okay, this is really confusing.
Not really, dude, but it's... Dude, you gotta connect the dots, man.
Dude,
Dude.
Okay,
This-
so if this is really you, Raleigh, when's my birthday?
Explain to him you have no memories.
I don't remember, you dumbass.
You just call me dumbass.
Yes, I did, you dumbass. All your friends are dumbasses, too. Especially the one with the goggles.
Agni, it is Raleigh. It's her. No, I know you can't hear her. No, I'm not making it up.
Oh yeah, they're
Tell
gonna
him to
think you
calm
need some
down
therapy.
and he
dude.
needs to focus.
They're gonna think you need some therapy.
Man, so this is how everyone sees Jacob talking to Jeremiah. This is weird.
So Diana is going to squeeze Eurydice's hand gently and tell her, you need to tell him he needs to just stop and listen to you for a second because you have something very important you need to ask of him.
Okay. Lee, stop talking to your friends. Stop talking to the dumbasses.
Okay. No. No, Orion, shut up. Orion, shut up. Shh. Shh.
If they don't shut up, I'll come
Hey,
out of your head and
Sorry,
kill them
I'm
myself.
listening. I'm
Okay.
listening.
Okay. Me and my group are just kind of doing some really weird save the world bullshit right now. We need you to come to the Northern Shifter Kingdom. That's where we're headed.
The what?
Tell him
You're going where?
Tell him you're going north across the ocean to the Shifter Kingdom.
We are going north across the ocean to the Shifter Kingdom.
Why the hell would you go there? That is dangerous.
Yeah, no shit. We're going to kill someone's mom.
We're going to kill.
We're going to kill the queen. Who cares? We're just there to.
You.
Yeah,
We're only
that
going to
sounds
some,
really safe.
We're only
You
going
allowed
to
on
commit
your
some light
own.
treason.
Tell him
That sounds really
if he
safe.
wants to see you,
Okay.
and help you get your memories back, he needs to meet us there.
If you want to actually meet me there, like if you want to see me, meet me there, and maybe that might trigger some of my memories. But right now, we're shit out of luck with that field. So
You might also want to mention the stones and the horses.
oh, so also, are you still in Bennett's Bridge?
No,
Fuck
just,
you.
left yesterday.
Fuck you. We left some horses there, and
Really?
but you know what?
Okay. We're only like 10 miles away.
Go get the horses!
Okay. So we left a few horses there. We were magically teleported to Paneum. Don't ask how. I don't really know. But we left some horses at. She turns to Diana. What was the inn that we were staying at? And where did we leave the horses?
And I was just gonna pause and go, I don't have Jacob here to answer my questions.
Fuck.
What was the inn we were staying at?
That's a good question.
That's a very good question. I honestly do not remember the name.
So can I make up a name?
Give me. Well, I was gonna say just give me a intelligence check. A basic intelligence check. It's not
19!
very difficult. It's yeah. You remember the name, whatever it is, and you tell Eurydice.
We were staying at this place, and the horses are named Bolt, Wind, Bean, and Willow.
Bolt, Wind. Okay, hold on. Okay, Cole. We're going. We gotta go back. Yeah. Okay. Remember Bolt.
Bean.
Remember Bolt. Agni, you remember the name Bean. Orion, remember
Wind.
the name Wind.
And then Willow.
And yeah, and
Echo.
and well, Echo, you remember the name Willow. Do it. I don't know. Write it down. Horses. They're horses. Yes, we're going back to get horses. Yeah, we gotta go north. It's a
Like
boat.
north.
North,
boat.
north,
Yes.
north.
In fact, Echo, just go get us on a ship. I'll remember Willow.
Willow.
Yeah, Willow. I'll remember that one. You just go get us a ship.
You are
Going north.
dumbasses.
Going north. Okay. Alright, good. You guys got that?
What did I
Good.
steal from you guys? You must not have had much, because you guys are
Diana!
dumbasses.
Diana, hearing most of Eurydice's conversation, is actually gonna lightly tug on her hand and go, Yuri, I don't think you stole anything from them.
What do you mean?
I think they might be old friends of yours.
Nah, I don't have friends.
What the
Damn.
fuck am I?
Well, you're a close acquaintance that I will soon I will try not to hold dear to my heart because I feel like I'm going to lose you at some point. So I don't want to
Yeah, Yuri, that's called a friend.
I don't like
If you're
either way.
afraid to lose me, it means I'm your friend.
Okay. But like
That or a hostage.
you're a hostage of my heart.
Still a friend!
Eh.
Alright. So he says, okay. We're gonna find you, Raleigh. I've got it all handled. We're gonna get the horses, we're getting a ship, we're going across the ocean to the north.
Cool.
You might
Can't
want to
believe
mention
we're
the
doing this, but
stones.
Oh yeah. So
Well-
we're actually looking for some really, really powerful stones, and like not like just the garden variety rock you can pick up.
Like, destroy the world?
Like it's kind of like it's more of a destroy the world kind of rock situation.
If he happens to find or hear about any kind of black rocks called the Blackest Heart that can either control planes of existence and or temperance?
time.
Is that?
So if you
I can't remember the name of the word.
I remember.
timey-wimey stuff.
Yes. Exactly.
Timey-wimey, thank you. The TARDIS.
So if you hear anything about some black stones that like can either control the elements, because the church has the one with the planar shift thing,
Oh.
or something, or a stone that can like travel through time or whatever, or cause temporal disturbances, keep a ear out for those, because we need to know where those are because they can destroy the world. Bye. And then she just cuts it off.
Oh. Okay, and
Yuri, no!
as you're cutting it off, it's not an immediate break. It's
Aw,
more
man.
like a drag away, and you hear him go, okay, got it. Black rocks, temporary forces, Willem, Wound, Bean, and Blade, and going north. Got it. Okay, of course.
Eurydice just looks at Diana. We're doomed.
You picked him, not me.
I know. I hate it. They must have had some good shit on them if I stole from them.
Again, you're not listening to me. Sweetheart, you didn't steal something. The only thing you probably stole was one of the boys' heart.
I'm not that attractive or wanted.
Yuri, you're small, you're petite, you have a really pretty face and really pretty eyes, and you're telling me you don't think you could steal somebody's heart.
No.
We have a lot we need to work through with your head. Okay, while they're still connected.
I need both of you to make wisdom checks right now.
Okay.
7.
Okay.
21.
Curious.
All right. As You're having this conversation, and Eurydice breaks it off the conversation with Lee, and you're starting to explain to her all about how you need to fix her head. She all of a sudden fades, is gone from the starfield, and you're there by yourself.
Diana.
You snap too. You look around, and Diana is still sitting there in a trance. Everyone else is passed out, snoring, and it is dark out. It is late.
Did Eurydice will, like, I don't know, like, try and see if she can rouse Diana from the meditation? Because, like, it's so late, and she doesn't.
Okay.
She wants Diana to be able to rest.
Okay. Diana, you're in the starfield. What are you wanting to try to do now?
While Eurydice is going through the, oh shit, she's still in there, can I wake her up? She is actually, after everything that happened, going to reach out. She doesn't have a specific target in mind, but what she is reaching out for is the simple question of, am I finally doing the right thing?
Okay, so you're basically just reaching out for a feeling and an answer to that question. Specific
Yes.
direction in mind, just kind of...
Something she trusts.
Okay, so I will need 2 wisdom checks right now.
First one was a nat 20, so a 22. And the
Okay.
second one was an 18, adding up to a dirty 20.
Okay. So, as you kind of feel your concentration waver for just a second, but you steel yourself and focus on that question of, is this right? Am I doing the right thing? You don't see any change in the starfield, but you feel kind of a warmth. It's like almost as if someone was embracing you and their body heat was against you, and like they were giving you a big hug. No pressure, not like a squeeze, but just the warmth of it, and it feels pleasant.
Can she tell who it is?
Nope.
Is it hugging her from behind or in the front?
In front.
And she can't see what it is?
Nope, you don't see anything. You just feel this pleasant warmth.
As weird as it sounds, she's going to, quote-unquote, hug it back in a way. Even if her arms go around herself. And
They do.
she's just gonna say, thank you. And then she'll snap
And
out
at
of it.
that point- Okay. And as you do, you Eurydice there kind of shaking you a little bit. And your eyes open. You see her there, and it is dark out. It is definitely late. Both of you feel pretty darn exhausted at this point because you've been, even though you were riding for a good portion of it, you have been traveling hard for, a good 3 hours straight. And you had, a full morning and afternoon of other experiences going on around you that you were dealing with. This looks like it's the middle of the night already.
Well, Because she's back to consciousness, Diane's gonna be like, alright, I'm fucking tired. I don't know who the fuck your friends were. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, no, we can talk about this in the morning.
She's going to go over and nudge Rogar awake. And be like, hey, we're done. I'm sorry for waking you up. Can you take a watch while she and I sleep?
Sure.
Just in case something finds the dome.
Okay, yeah.
I kind of figured one of you three would have been slightly smart enough to go, hey, one of us should
Phone
keep
went
watch
off.
just in case. But, you know.
No, we didn't do that. We just went all to bed.
Yeah, I can tell.
Well, you know,
And I
Well,
need
Zeroth
Zeroth.
ran for 3 hours.
Yeah, I was supposed to say,
Sleepy.
Zeroth needs sleep because he's carrying all of us.
Zeke was awake for like 20 minutes, and then I looked over and he was dead.
Zeke?
Oops.
Jacob.
Jacob. I almost said Zed on top of it. Damn.
It's even more confusing.
So,
I
can
know.
can you take a watch
That's
and
dead.
then
That's
wake
dead.
Jacob up later,
Mhm.
if need be? She and I are passing the fuck out for the rest of the night.
Sorry, I got a doggo barking in their sleep. Hold on.
And then Diana's gonna go to sleep and take a long rest.
And Eurydice will enter her trance.
Okay. You guys all eventually wake up. It is the next day. And it's kind of later on in the morning. It's not a bright and early morning. Some people were extremely tired from the traveling, others from the late night of being in a trance in their meditations, and others for standing watch and making sure that things were safe. So it's probably about 9, 10 o'clock in the morning already. It is light out. It is a nice day. A slight breeze blowing, and sounds of birds and other nature around you.
And Eurydice just puts her hands on her hips and she looks at everyone and she's like, guys, we made contact with the dumbasses and we are doomed. We are not getting
Yeah,
those-
they're not the brightest tools in the shed.
We're not getting those horses back.
All right. Well, I wasn't super worried about the horses too
But
much.
they are taking a boat to meet us north, so they can probably help us in regards to my mother.
That is unless they get confused with the directions and head south instead.
If they're
Well, let's
that
hope they hire
stupid,
somebody.
well, one of them wrote it down, supposedly.
God, I hope so.
With you being able to do this talking thing to them, couldn't you technically just follow up later on with more instructions? Like
They're
make
not
sure that
my
you-
connection.
They're my connection, and apparently I'm not good at explaining things.
You're really not.
Oh, shit.
I mean,
Okay.
I love you, but you're really not.
worst case scenario, you can try to potentially show me what they look like, and then I can message them.
I only know what one of them looks like, and it's not Lee. I think it's
And
Orion.
let me tell you now, if you try to pop in his head and talk to him, he's
Oh,
just
yeah.
gonna immediately push you out.
Yeah. And
He almost did it to her.
no, I think if you talk to Orion, he'll be more. He seems more
Less stupid.
He seems less stupid. He recognized me very fast.
However, Diana, while Eurydice is talking about all of this and everything, she's actually going to look over to Zeroth and go,
And Geralt will look back.
and she'll just talk quietly to him for a second, and she'll go, so the stone I have is specifically for the dead and the undead. And
Okay.
given the connections that I can make to help people talk to others, tonight when we stop to rest, do you want to try to talk to your brother?
To be fair, I don't know what I would say to him.
Doesn't have to be much.
Besides, I think he's been talking shit in my sleep.
Sorry, what?
Just hear little whispers here and there of him just talking crap.
Well, at least you know it's him.
So I don't think I need to talk to him right away.
I guess that's fair.
Besides, I'm supposed to be getting a giant gallbladder from a monster.
Why do we need the gallbladder? Oh yeah, to
revive his brother.
yeah. I remember now. We need
I'll have plenty
Um,
to say to his
so
ass
we
when
can
he
do
comes
that
back.
and then fetch quests.
All right. So we should probably get going. Do you guys want to follow the logic of the wolf path? The wolf path again?
The wolf pack? Let's go.
I'm sorry. But do you guys want to follow that logic again, or do you think we should just take it on foot?
I think we're far
Well,
enough
first,
away. We can
is
just-
the area around us clear? Does anybody know?
I mean, we can see out of the dome
say-
just fine.
Ulysses immediately does a quick survey of the
Okay,
surrounding
you don't
area.
notice anything unusual, but besides looking around, is there any other thing that you're doing to check the area? Are you actually going out and checking things, or are you just giving kind of a look around?
Yeah,
Like,
Eurydice
this to
will go out and go out and check to see if there's.
Can we get another bird's eye view?
Yeah, see if there's anyone hiding or
Following us.
yeah.
All right. Jacob will send Rim up into the sky.
That way, we're not all just wandering out of our safety dome and then being like, "Aha! There you
Well,
are,
yeah, but Eurydice has fireball, so she can just go whack.
fireball."
So give me
That is a
perception check.
17.
Okay. Brim flies out, circles around overhead for a little bit. You don't notice anything abnormal. Looks very peaceful, very naturey.
That's what I want to hear.
All right. Yeah.
Very naturey. I'm down for the wolf pack again. Let's go.
Wait, does Eurydice see anything, or was that
Oh, you didn't notice anything either.
okay?
It just seems like you're in the clear.
I think we can walk.
How much further do we have to go?
I don't know, forest expert. How much further do we have to go?
Well, how close does the
Where are we on the map
Well,
at this point?
I will say, Zerath, if you take a look at the map,
Mhm.
give me a survival check.
Oh.
I got a 22.
Okay. As you're looking at the map, you can tell by the markings on it of the different terrain types and what you have noticed looking around, and based on how fast you traveled earlier yesterday, that if you go at a normal pace to get to the port city that you're wanting to get to, you're gonna have to veer a little bit northeast as opposed to direct east.
Okay.
But other than that, you didn't really lose much time because you only traveled about 11 miles. The 3 hours that you went.
Okay.
But if you move at a normal pace, you figure through this kind of terrain is, looking like it's mostly plains all the way through to that port city. You could probably make it in 6 days all the way to the port city.
I'd rather
All
run.
right.
If you
I'm
run,
not-
You might be able to. If you could run the whole time, like 8 hours a day every day, you'll shave that down to, 4.5 to 5 days total.
Okay, here's the problem. I can't maintain that for 8 hours a day. So we're
Hmm.
gonna have to just hoof it
Okay,
on foot.
Hoof it
If-
on foot for
if
a
you-
while, and then I don't know, disperse the spell slots or whatever throughout the day evenly.
Yeah, basically over the course of an 8-hour day, if you maximize the use of the the wolf tactic for movement.
I
You're
can do
really-
it for 4 hours.
You're really figuring out. Yeah, if you can do it for 4 hours out of the 8-hour day, you're figuring that the difference in speed, you're gonna basically make up 3 miles more than you would otherwise each day. Which, with 3 miles more, that's gonna knock you down total maybe a day of travel.
I would rather do a day of travel, to be honest.
Like, do the extra day or shave off the extra day?
I'm sorry, what?
Actually, take the extra day to travel or shave off the day of travel?
Because that's what he was saying. Not that it would take one day, but it would shave off a day.
It would shave off a day. Instead of 6 days, it'd be closer to 5. Not quite down to 5, but just a little more.
And that would be every single day?
Mm-hmm.
That's if every single day you spent 4 hours traveling
And I'm chewing up 4 of my strongest spell slots.
Never mind, that's not fair. I'll just walk.
Yeah, because if you figure total distance from Paneum to that port city, you're guessing it's like 160 miles or so.
All right.
So I guess we better get to walking.
Onwards.
When we stop somewhere, because these are plains, I can shift into a fox and hunt some rabbits for dinner because we don't have our supplies.
I can also hunt. I can gather up enough food for 6 people.
Oh, okay. Rogar's still praying at this point in time. I have no clue what to pick for my last spell.
Just pick something.
Do you have polymorph?
Mm-mm.
Take
I
wood
got-
berry.
I don't know. That. I got create food and water.
I mean, that's very helpful.
Good one.
It's bland,
Seeing as we
but-
don't have any of our supplies right now because we don't have the horses.
Okay. Oh, there we go. I'll finish praying. I have a lot of 3rd level spells right
Yeah,
now.
I can find food and fresh water for myself and up to 5 other people each day, provided the land offers berries, small game, water, and so forth.
I can create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water.
That sounds more efficient.
It feeds up to 15 humanoids.
Can you do like
Yeah.
less so we're not like just leaving a bunch of?
Don't worry, it just goes spoiled if it doesn't go eaten after 24 hours.
40 pounds of ramen and Kraft
Yeah.
mac and cheese.
Yeah,
I
it would,
can't control that.
in the current climate, and not having a ton of extra bags to, even with a bag of holding is not a refrigerator, so it's even throwing stuff into there, it's not going to preserve it. So you could make that, and that could definitely feed you for one meal. You'd have a lot of extra left over.
Snacks.
But it would have to be, it'd have to be like, and you might be able to take a little bit with you, but it would have to be a combination between your spell and Zeroth hunting, or anyone else helping hunt, in order to provide yourself with, the food and drink that you need, because pretty much all of your like camping and traveling supplies were with the horses.
Wait a second. Don't I have don't I carry around a freaking chest? Oh, no, that's my other character. One of my characters, I have a chest for some reason.
But no, you've got, like all your normal stuff, your like spell components, your weapons, your normal equipment, your important stuff you have with you, but, the travel stuff that makes travel a little more comfortable, like bedrolls and blankets and,
Stuff we
maybe a
forgot to get.
little mini pillow. Yeah, that kind of stuff, you don't have it.
Hang on. She carries all that stuff in a normal sack. Like her normal explorer's pack.
And
She
you
never
wear
put that on
around
the
with you all
horses.
the time.
Yeah, she doesn't put that
Oh.
on the horses.
That's
Okay,
really
so
heavy.
you leave it in the hotel room with you normally, or the inn?
Don't be mean.
No, I'm just saying. Do you normally bring that with you into the inn, like
Yeah.
the room you have in it? Okay.
Yeah, I would also say Rogar probably has his backpack because that literally holds my whole entire life.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I
not
would
helpful.
also.
If you
Zeroth is always
if you
carrying
want-
his stuff.
I did walk out, so I had time to grab
I'm fine
stuff.
with that. I'm fine with that. If you want to say that you're carrying that stuff, just be mindful of that that you always keep your stuff with you instead of on the horses, because then you're always going to be carrying that.
Yeah.
Well, Eurydice didn't have a horse, so she's just. You know what?
Zeroth didn't either.
Zeroth is her horse right now. She is Zeroth.
When I met the party, I didn't have a horse.
Yeah, Zeroth is carrying all of Eurydice's stuff.
Yeah, I think we all just kind of assumed we kept it with us.
That's
They're-
fine.
they're-
I would say
definitely allow that.
I
Like,
did
all the
walk
extra
out of the
supplies
thing.
you
I could have just picked up all your stuff, like metaphorically. Like, hey, I picked up all their book bags.
I'm honestly mostly just talking about like the bedroll and like the rations. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm thinking
Yeah.
of.
Yeah, and
Like their
that's
typical
basically what I was
explorer's
trying
pack.
Yeah, well, and I was just basically alluding to like
I've
other
never had
potential
rations.
extras. Like,
Yeah, all the
oh,
really
we maybe-
extra supplies we had were
Yeah.
on the horses.
Yeah, the extra stuff.
But
was
our,
on the
Exactly.
horse.
our rations and our typical
Like-
stuff we have with us.
Yes, like what I'm trying to say is, yes, like,
Mhm.
oh, hey, we're traveling. Sometimes it's nice to bring along like a sack that we attach to the horse that maybe has a couple pots and pans, so it's easier to actually cook the food on the road. And stuff
But
like
then
that.
again, Eurydice and Zeroth, they didn't actually have. They weren't with them or like use the horses. They haven't.
So they still have their
You
stuff.
probably still have
yeah,
our stuff.
definitely still have it. Yeah,
So
not a problem. So
Logic.
it is it is like 9-10 in the morning, as I said, and you guys are up, and you can travel however you wish to get there.
Here,
I
we'll go
will
up.
say, if we just cast my spell at night, like, we'll be good through the, like... Because it goes bad, like, you literally can't use it after 24 hours. Like, you'll get sick and die. Well, I don't know about die, but you'll get sick.
Yeah, let's not chance it.
Yeah, it goes immediately spoiled. There's no, like, oh, no,
yeah,
got
but
a
you
few
can cast
hours.
it. Here's the fun thing, though. Once you take a long rest, you can just recast it because you get your spell slot back.
Yeah, that's why I'll probably just cast it at night.
Okay.
Like, right before I go to bed. I'll make sure I save a third slot. Someone
Alright,
better
so
remind
what
me.
I am going to say at this point is, if there is anything important that you would like to get taken care of during the next, couple days of journey, let's go ahead and get that done. Because
yes,
otherwise,
but-
I'm just going to have us move forward, and the journey is basically uneventful.
You wanna-
The only thing I am going to say is Diana, knowing she's about to essentially enter a personal war, is actually going to reach out to everyone she knows she can trust each night and request if they can go north and meet them in the Shifter Kingdom.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do for that.
To try and get
You-
allies
go ahead.
and additional support.
Go ahead in the you can just put it in the Discord. Names of everyone that you're trying to contact over the course of over the course of your travel from here towards the port city.
Okay, I have to ask, how do you spell Soon's name? Or can I just put the word Soon and you'll know what I mean?
S-O-U-N.
Okay,
S-O-U-N.
so like noun, but with an S.
Yes, but it's actually It's actually pronounced Saun.
Oh. Okay, my bad.
Offensive.
So, anything else that anyone else is going to accomplish or want to accomplish over those days?
Yeah, Roger has to do something. Yeah, he has to talk with Diana
How-
because he never got that chance. And now he has proof that she summoned the demon and formed a contract. So there's not like, oh, I don't believe you. Now
Okay,
I'm like,
so one night I'm getting scolded, and then I have 5 more nights of travel.
I'm pretty sure I'd say during the ride. Oh no, that's kind of impersonal.
Oh, you're just gonna put me on blast?
Yeah, no,
okay.
no. Yeah, Rogar's not like that. I'll pull you aside, like, hey, you can talk.
Since she's already asked Rogar like what Tenebris is about, and she's only gotten like his version of the answer, she's gonna turn to Jacob and just be like, you know things. Tenebris. Do you know what god that is and what that god stands for?
Okay. Wouldn't
theological
Roga
discussion.
be okay?
Rogar was no help. He only gave me his version of the answer.
Once again, the player Rogar has no clue. Rogar himself has very much clues. I have a book of... Well, I don't have a book of Tenebris. I have something of Tenebris. I can literally
I
explain
guess. Well, Jacob. Would Jacob know a lot of information on Tenebris?
Roll a history check.
Could it also be religion? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's both the same.
Either one. Either one.
Okay, just to make sure I have all my bases covered.
26.
26?
Yep.
Okay. So, and what did you do that as a history check or as a religion check?
As a religion check.
Okay. So, if you did that as a religion check, what you would know is that Tenebris is one of the... You know the same stuff that Rogar explained to Eurydice. You also know that Tenebris, being one of the major goddesses, is very much kind of a foil at the same time with Saloon. Like, they almost seem like if you put them both together, they would be a foil for the Void. In other words, if their powers combined, they are Captain. No, I'm just. But if you put them both together, because of how they kind of represent the of
So
light and dark,
it's like they're two aspects of the same god.
kind of,
Yeah.
in a way. Yet they
She's
are
the
different.
full moon. I'm the new moon.
Yeah,
It's-
makes sense.
So they are different deities.
Yeah. But like
But in a way, you could think of them like aspects of the same deity, somehow split in two.
yeah, like the Roman and Greek versions of those gods.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. Okay.
I like my way better.
And yeah, well, no, it's
My
another way
way's
of
so
looking at
dope.
it. They're both valid.
I'm just a logical boy. I'm
As
sorry.
far as
Hashtag
Yes,
Twilight
and
for
far-
life.
and as far as let's say as far as anything else you know about Tenebris, you would know religious-wise that the followers of Tenebris keep a lot of the information about Tenebris very close to their chest. And so what is written and available to the public is limited. However, Rogar, with the book he has and everything, if you got to look at that, you may pull up more information, but he actually probably has more in-depth information on it that is harder to explain unless it is written or read as the written word of Tenebris and then interpreted through the lens of someone of that faith.
Okay. Well, then once she gets that explanation, she's gonna just start bothering Rogar for the next few days. We're like, hey, can I read that book? Can I read that book about Tenebrous? Cause, you know, can I read that book, please? Please, like, poking him.
Yeah. As long as you do a morning prayer every day. I actually do a night prayer. I just sadly have to prepare my spells in the morning after a long rest. I can't control that.
So, question. Just to make sure I've remembered properly. There's Kaya and her sister. There's Oak and his tribe. There's, Soon. There's Phineas and his uncle. And then there's also the Frostbreakers.
I mean, technically, there's more people, but
There's Galder, but he's in the Feywild.
there's technically Rhea.
No.
I thought Rhea was. Rhea was with the Oaks tribe, as far as I remember.
Yeah, as far as I can
No,
that
she
was
wasn't
way
actually there.
before.
She, like, left.
She
Yeah.
disappeared.
There's
She
still
faded
characters in the
into
world.
There's
Okay,
there's
here's
other
a
people
question.
there's other people you guys have met too who may or may not be helpful.
We could hire the Redstone.
These are also people Diana
Captain
knows
Jackson
she
Eagle?
can trust.
There is
Down
Captain
for-
I
Jack.
mean, the elf that we helped save her
That's
sister.
Kaya and her sister.
Yeah, we got that.
Okay.
That's Cayenne Fayal.
But no, these are also people
Mhm.
Diana knows she can trust. She can't trust the captain because he works with Redstone.
That is true.
All right. So for each of those like individuals or groups, so like Phineas and his uncle would count
Yeah.
as one group. The Frostbreakers would be one group. So like anybody that's
Do you need me to roll wisdom checks for each one?
wisdom checks for each one.
Okay.
Okay, and then just tell me the results overall. I actually just, like I said, just type them all in the Discord, and that way I can just look and see the
Yeah, I'm sending
what
you the
group it
message. I
is,
just
'cause
gotta
of
do the rolls.
All right. Is there anything else anyone wants? Feels like they need to get done during those days. And actually, Zeroth, I will need from you 6 survival checks.
Okay.
See if you, depending on how well you get them, how much food you bring in, and how much and how on target you are with the map and getting your directions to where you're going.
Okay.
Is there anything outside of?
So I just rolled these all in succession because you can do like multiple rolls at one time.
Yep.
I am so glad I use D&D Beyond's dice because this site gives me really good rolls compared to anything else I've used.
Man, I might have to ban rolling on that site because then there's no failure. It makes it no fun.
I guess other than yelling at Diana,
Do you want to actually do that? Because I don't mind.
no.
I like character development.
I mean, I can. I wouldn't yell, of course. Murder would never.
But no,
Oh.
they need to have a heart-to-heart.
You never got back to me if I could actually make my father's sword mine, like via Tenebris's magic. Like if I could spend like every night before I go to sleep like an hour, like channeling.
If you're trying to attune to it, you basically are.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to make it so because I'm trying to make it like my packed weapon, like that my version of a packed weapon.
Okay. Yes, you can do that.
I'll spend a lot of time.
And
I'll talk to
it
my
will
dad.
it will take you several nights to basically be spend like an hour each night for probably I'll say 4 nights, so you can accomplish that during this trip.
Yeah. I'm like, you're not my dad's sword anymore.
I also
You're
sent
not
you
my
the
dad.
list
My dad's
and the
sword.
checks.
Okay.
I put all of mine down in the chat.
All right. Excellent. Okay.
There wouldn't happen to
so
be any
that's
dragons nearby, would there?
For
I
that,
summon a dragon.
for that, you would need a. You'd have to tell me how long are you to spend trying to track down a dragon each day, how many days you're actually going to attempt, and if you're looking for a specific kind of dragon, etc.
Hmm. I
And
don't know if I have
bear
that
in
much
mind,
time every
we
day.
can't go out of our way to stop and veer off on track. We have to
That's
keep going.
exactly what I was just thinking.
We have to get to. And so, if Zeroth brings up, hey, can we stop and, like, go off to find a dragon? Diana's like, you do realize I'm on a time limit.
She don't die.
That's true. I can see the clock ticking above her head.
Oh, get ready for a sacrifice.
I'm on a time constraint. If I don't get back north and defeat my mother, I'm fucked.
Okay.
Onwards.
Now, I will also mention that the kingdom is within a lot of mountains, and with said mountains, generally there's a dragon.
Well, now I feel like you're stereotyping all those dragons.
I will. Well, here's another thing. She just said a gallbladder from a large creature, yes?
Yeah, and
It
I
doesn't
plan to
have
already
to be
kill
a dragon?
So, no, it doesn't
Okay.
have to be a dragon.
The dragon, we can figure out. The gallbladder, we can also figure out, because knowing our luck, we're probably going to be attacked by something on the boat. Again.
Probably.
We'll just take that gallbladder.
Yeah.
Also, I do plan on reaching out to Mask. When I talk to her, I'll explain. If she can meet us in the north, we can get her the gallbladder while we're together.
Okay. That was all
I'm
my thoughts were.
also going to be talking to Soon, who is a dragon, and if he can meet us north, he can help us take down said other dragon.
Or he can just give us his gallbladder. I mean,
No.
it's a win-win.
I mean, what do you really need a gallbladder float for?
To bring back his brother.
No, I mean like bodily function wise.
For all the gall.
So, do you want the nerdy breakdown? Because I have the
Let's-
nerdy
let's-
breakdown.
Give me the.
Can we do it after?
Jeez.
Give me the. number.
Time.
Let's do it
Time
after.
with Zeron.
They're trying to explain to us. We're all like, what?
All right, so
Um,
with your survival checks, there, Zeroth, you feel pretty confident that you've maintained the right direction. You've had to, a couple days. You think you may have veered off a little bit, maybe the day before, just a hair, but you've been able to correct back. You think to the correct course that is going to take you on the shortest path to your destination, and you were able to each day pick up enough wild game and and berries and wild edible plants and things like that to supplement what Rogar was able to provide with his spell, such that you had enough food throughout the entire day, each day, without any issues. Diana,
Right on.
with your checks that you made and your discussions, you feel confident that people you contacted and their responses to what you told them, that if they can be there for you, they will try to make every effort to do so. As far as you can tell, if unless something prevents them from doing so, they will try to be there.
Yay.
Huzzah.
Anybody else have anything?
Oh, I forgot
else
to
that
mention,
you
she
think-
will mention how long she has to defeat her mother. So she will mention, like, I have to get it done within this many months. Because I think we said, like, 6 months.
Yes, it was 6 months.
Yes. Okay. So, anybody else have anything else they need to cover during these days of travel?
Jacob would like to,
Translate this tablet.
I was getting to that. Don't be rushing what I'm
Hey,
trying to
I
do.
figured you're sick. I was trying to help.
Because there was all two things I wanted to do. That is one of them over the course of the travel.
Okay.
But another thing is talking to Jeremiah to see if I can try to help him or figure out ways to get him to remember things about himself.
Reminds me, do I have the Cloak of Protection now?
Yes, you have the Cloak of Protection.
Is it, like, in my inventory?
Well, it should.
If it's not, you can add it.
Okay.
Yeah,
It should be available to add in your equipment. It's it's a standard item, so it's pretty easy to pull up. All right, so you want to talk to Jeremiah? Is
Yep.
there anything in particular you want to ask him that you need to play out, or do you just?
I'm trying my. I don't mind playing it out, but the ultimate goal is to try to get him to remember more about himself. See if he can talk to me more about like what had happened in the past. What does he know about the previous holder, stuff like that.
Okay. He doesn't really recall who the previous holder was.
Guys, I have an AC of 15 finally.
Nice.
Nice. And he still can't remember much of his past, as much as you ask him about it. There is one thing he does mention that catches your attention throughout your discussions with him. He simply says, things just feel different. Different than they were before. Yes. Back then, so much power happening. And then nothing. Now it's different.
Wait, you said so much power. Are you talking about in general, like the world had so much power in it, and then there wasn't anything?
Yes. There was
Can I use the stone
Jeremiah?
to talk to Jeremiah?
lots of power in the air.
What?
Not anymore. But
Jeremiah,
I
do you
can feel
remember
things the same now.
what year is it?
Yeah?
Yes, what year is it to you? Can you recall a year?
Yes. It was, no. Oh, that's not right. That's not right at all. It's been so long, it can't be that.
Well, say what year you think it is.
The year 528. Yes, 528.
Can Diane pick up on Jacob's sudden, like, switch in emotion when he gets surprised by what Jeremiah says?
Roll me your insight check.
Haha! Okay, let me ask this. Do I still need a roll despite the passive 20?
With passive 20? No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
What's the passive?
a change.
I have a
Passive
passive
insight.
20 insight.
Okay.
So, picking up on that, Diana's gonna look at Jacob and go, Jacob, what's with you?
Hold on, I'm still talking. I need to think this through.
Okay,
And I apologize, Dean. The current year is what again?
Out of game, current year is 3822R for renewal.
But no one knows.
I'm
what
sorry,
the-
did you just say it was 528?
Yes. Yes, 528.
Just... That's... Oh.
Jacob,
What? Sorry?
what are you mumbling about?
I'm learning something very
Okay, mind sharing with the class?
Well, hold on, I'm trying to get all of it together first.
The reason I'm asking is because if you're talking to who I think you're talking to, I might be able to help.
Don't think you could.
You wanna bet with how many people I've been talking to and talking to the dead for the past week?
The problem is this specific item kind of blocks that from actually happening.
Okay, I also have a stone that controls the dead.
Okay, well...
I'm pretty sure one overpowers the other.
I bet it's the mind ring.
I was like, yeah, is Jeremiah dead? I think Jeremiah's alive.
Because here's the thing.
No,
the ring harbors a soul.
Yeah.
She can contact souls through the stone. She wouldn't necessarily be breaking the ring, she would just be trying to contact the soul specifically.
Is the soul trapped in?
Jacob, give me an Arcana check.
Arcana? Awesome. Can do that.
I'm so tired.
What is this?
Don't
We got
worry.
30 minutes left.
You
I
need to
know.
sleep then.
Shut up. I've been up since 4 a.m.
Woo! That's a 28 total.
Jesus, that's a high
28.
number.
Okay, with
How
that,
far did my passive
yeah, with
perception?
that roll, based on what Diana has told you about the stone that she possesses, and based on what you know of the magic in a Ring of Mind Blank, you know that those are totally different kinds of magic, and that the Ring of Mind Blank is designed for a specific purpose, and it's very good at what it does. And even with an artifact such as what this stone clearly seems to be, there's a good chance it wouldn't work. It may work, but there's a good chance it wouldn't, because it's a different kind of power.
Okay. Jacob will relay that.
Hang on, I'm looking something up really quick. I just need to find it.
Okay. But he will
Is
then
it
go
a
on.
ring of mind block or a ring of mind shielding?
It's
Ring of Mind Shielding.
Okay, I'm trying to find it, so...
and Jacob's gonna sit there, and he's going to tell everybody else. So, how many people here know what year it is?
Haven't a clue.
Raises my hand. I know you.
Okay,
All right.
okay, there is a clause to it! I was right! Okay, so... creatures can telepathically communicate with you if you allow it. So, if you tell Jeremiah that I want to talk to him, I can reach him.
That's if Jeremiah allows it. Again, I don't have control over what Jeremiah does and doesn't do.
But you can relay the question!
I can specifically talk to him if I. That's what I'm doing.
So, if
No,
you tell
okay.
him I would
Hey,
like
hold
to
on.
talk to
Diana.
him,
Diana. Okay.
Arf.
When someone is wearing the ring, i.e. Jacob, what it's saying is that creatures can telepathically communicate with him, Jacob, only if he allows it. In other words, while he's wearing that ring, if you sent him a sending spell, okay, it would only go through to him if he allowed it. If you tried to telepathically take over his mind, that's only if he allows it.
Yeah.
It's nothing to do with the soul in the ring telepathically communicating with.
so there's actually
you.
no yes or no answer on if she could actually talk to him, because what the ring is designed to do is to protect the wearer, not the soul in the
Yeah.
ring itself.
Right. However, the this is what I'm telling you is the ruling I've made as to how these work is this is a different type of magic. Plus, you don't know exactly what the stone does and doesn't do. You're making assumptions.
I'm going based off, can I try? That's all I want to know.
Oh, you can always try it. I'm just I gave Jacob information about what he knows about the nature of the type of magic that the ring is made of, and the nature of artifacts, and what he is inferring based on his knowledge of arcane arts, and how magic in general works, and the fact that he rolled super high, that he's pretty sure that the ring wouldn't
I'd also like to mention, I hadn't meant for that to be in character. But no, Diana is gonna look at Jacob and go, something has you rattled. What has you rattled?
So, to continue what I was saying, who all knows what year it is?
It's like, you said 16 something?
3.
3 something?
3.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that's a
good with
little lot.
numbers.
3, 8.
You know what? I'm a cheat. I'm just looking at the campaign info. Fuck y'all.
What is it you're trying to get again? Sorry.
The
I was looking at
current
something else.
year.
3822.
Okay,
3822R.
No one
Like-
knows what the why it's renewal.
We know what the R stands for.
Yeah,
It means
it's true.
renewal because
yeah,
of
but we don't know.
what renewed.
Yeah. What,
Um,
what is-
3822 renewal.
So, what if I were to tell you that Jeremiah believes it's 528?
Renewal? Just like the year 528?
He just said 528.
He...
There was no
Okay,
inclusion.
is there
of-
pretext? Is there pretext to this that you're not telling us?
No, he said something about there used to be a lot of power, then there wasn't, and now it's strange that there isn't as much power. And I asked him what year is it for him, and he said 528. He never said.
Do you think it's before the event?
I think it's likely that he has existed before the event. Now, granted, it could be 528R for him now, because he has
Wouldn't
lived
he-
through the event.
Wouldn't he had said R?
That's what I'm thinking. Is I'm not
Okay,
sure.
so...
Because if it comes down to it, he's mentioned that there used to be a lot of power, and then there was none. And it's strange to see how the power isn't here anymore.
I have a question. This is out of game. Because I don't know how the ring works fully. Can somebody take the ring off and just give it to someone else to wear to talk to who's in it? Like, can you just switch it around?
I believe since it is... Yes?
Okay.
Yes, it's should be an attunable item.
Yep.
So you can give it to someone else, but they would have to attune to it.
Okay. The reason I ask is because hearing that, Diana is going to look at Jacob and go... Because she doesn't know how it works. She's going to ask, is it possible for me to wear the ring while I meditate and see if he recognizes the magic that I'm using?
Well...
Because if he recognizes the magic that's coming from the stone, he might know, or it might trigger memories. Especially because the stone I have specifically deals with the souls and the dead.
Well, couldn't I just join in on your meditation and it goes with me?
The problem with that is when I meditate with Eurydice, I can connect to her. I can't hear or see what she does. So I don't think I would still be able to hear him through you, for the
She
same
can hear
sense
my
I couldn't
half.
hear...
She can hear my half of the conversation, not the other half.
Okay,
So, you
Very
would just
one-sided.
be blocking my attempt to talk to him.
Jeremiah, how do you feel about
What a
that?
great block.
Jeremiah, how do you feel about this?
Feel about what exactly? What is your thought? To give me to her, or to go with her? Which one?
Well, how do you feel about being with her for a short bit of time and going into this
Starfield.
space and seeing if it can help you remember a few more things?
Well, I quite like hanging out with you. So, as long as there's a promise to return,
Oh yeah,
your thoughts are very entertaining. Then I suppose it wouldn't be an issue.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that's a pretty fair agreement.
what'd he say?
He asked that in order to do this, that there is an agreement that he would be returned to me.
No offense, I really don't want somebody's voice inside my head constantly.
Yeah,
I already
it's-
deal with you most of the time.
Well, I'm not in your head.
Most of the time.
Zombie.
Yeah.
See, I already
So-
have like another thing in my head, so it's pretty normal.
Yeah, so I am 100% going to give him back, no offense to him.
I'm sure he has none taken from that fact. Maybe, I don't know.
None taken.
Oh,
So-
there you go.
When we stop tonight, I'll try it.
All right.
Okay.
It's gonna
Five,
be interesting,
20.
and I
Yes.
need someone who is very attuned to magic. Preferably Eurydice and or yourself, because she's been in the Starfield with me before.
Ooh.
I need one of you to stand by and keep an eye on me in case something goes south.
I can do it.
You or Jacob would probably be the best bet. You, because I think you can join into the meditation last second now that you've already been there with me before. Jacob, because I have such a strong connection to you, I'm not going to once deny or hesitate if I sense you there.
Okay. So, what do I need to do?
You just gotta focus, put her hands on top of hers because they're holding the rock, and that's the focusy bit. Then you just close your eyes and just focus on a star field, basically. Or you just kind of let your mind wander. I don't know. I don't really know how it happened to me the first
You're
time.
going into a meditation specifically focusing on your mind to mine.
Okay. Well,
As
that's
if
fairly
trying to
normal.
use kind of like how you use your sending, but it's a fairly permanent connection. It's not just a short back and forth, it is a continuous hold.
Okay.
And
Alright.
hope to God something doesn't go wrong and I don't one thing I am concerned about based on what you told me how the different magics work. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of worried one of two things is gonna happen. Either Jeremiah is gonna get yanked out of the ring and stuck inside me, or vice versa.
Now that would be kind of funny.
I don't
As
think
awful
me
as it
being
would be.
stuck inside a ring and you guys having to lug my body around is
I did
considered
laugh.
fun.
Yeah, no, why don't I, like, go into that state with you, so, like, you can hold on to me, and I'm, like, your anchor to like...
That could work, actually. I'll have Jeremiah with me already, so I don't have to worry about going through a third party, but if you're already there with me, that might work?
Yeah, and I also wanted to try to get into contact with my grandma, or... grandma.
One thing at a time
I know,
during this.
but I'm just saying, like, eventually.
Like, we're gonna try, but when I do this, it has to be 100% focused on this. I can't risk
Okay.
something breaking it.
That's fair.
So, I guess we're gonna do that tonight.
Oh,
Okay.
Jason, we have,
Yes.
Rogar and I have a question for you about the book of Tenebris.
Okay. Yes.
Um,
Feel free. Go ahead and ask.
Well, so because when he read the book, he lost his warlock levels. If I read the book, I'm not like converting over to Tenebris. I'm just learning about him. Would I still just like be learning about him and not like losing my warlock?
Tenebris a goddess is Tenebris a goddess.
Goddess.
Goddess. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave my heart and my soul like over. Like, I mean, Tenebris was my patron as well. I just like fully converted to a warrior.
So, out of game, you're not going to lose your levels.
Okay.
I mean, that what Rogar did was, like he said, it was a full conversion to this religion.
Okay. So
Basically, he gave himself over completely and said, "Yep."
so basically, it's just your
So-
Vici's learning about this.
Yeah, it's just reading a book if you're just wanting to get information.
Yeah, Eurydice just wants
His was more than just reading. His was taking to heart and accepting and saying, this is who I am.
Okay, well, I get to read the book now. So
All right. So I will be sending both of you, depending on how much time I've got this weekend, hopefully, I will be sending both of you quite a bit of information about what you find in the book. Okay. That way, this is stuff you would have, Rogar, because you read the book and all that. But I'm going to take some time to make sure I get that all put down so that you have it. And if you're reading the book as well over the course of this trip, you're able to pick up that same information. So I'll hand that your way.
yeah, Eurydice and Rogar are just having these deep theological discussions,
Okay.
and everyone else is just like walking and just. Can we not have an existential crisis or something?
All right. So this all this stuff happened. It is while you were kind of going along the road, still traveling on the 4th day of travel, and so it is now the evening of the 4th day when you make camp. And since you guys said you wanted to try something on that, we'll allow you guys to do that now.
Okay. This might carry over.
But we'll see.
All right. Diana, like always, will put up the barrier just in case. And then she's going to sit down with Jacob and Eurydice. And she's going to look at Jacob and go, Eurydice will be able, because she's going with me, will be able to tell if something starts to go wrong. If something starts to go wrong, she will either try to pull me out as well, or she will come out and get you.
Okay.
So just making sure I got it straight. You and Eurydice are attempting to meditate. Jacob's kind of standing guard over that, and Rogar and Zareth are nearby as well in the dome.
And so Diana's going to hold her hand out and go, alright, I guess we gotta try this.
Let's go and assume the position.
Because she
So I
needs
need
the
a
ring.
wisdom check from both of
Okay.
you. Need the ring. Okay. Well, first, in order to attune to it, you're gonna have to spend an hour with it beforehand before you actually
Okay.
do this. So you spend an hour of the evening after you got the dome set up, attuning to the ring. So you're now attuned to it. But
Okay.
and then you sit down and you begin your meditation. So now I need wisdom checks from both Eurydice and Diana.
22.
Nice.
You want to know what's ironic about that?
You have 22 as well.
I got a nat 20.
All right. Okay, so as both of you begin your meditation and start focusing, once again you feel that familiar sensation of kind of slipping into yourself, your consciousness, and then appearing in the starfield. All of you, all 5 of you, appear in the starfield together.
Whoa.
You see each other, and the moment you see each other, Diana, you get this voice in your head of a voice you have never heard before going, "No! No! No!" And the lights from the starfield, all of them from everywhere, seem to reach out and converge on you.
Loud.
Eurydice
On
And
just
it
me?
goes, no, on everyone,
Okay.
on your group as a whole. They converge on you, and it is this overwhelming flash of light, and you seem to be blinded.
Yeah.
I need all of you to make Constitution saves.
Oh
no.
boy. The thing I'm great at.
5.
Dumb question. Like, since I'm standing probably near Zero, well, I guess it's only gonna help me and Zeroth. You guys are probably
Well,
not 10
you're-
feet near me.
I got
What's your
21.
radius? What's your radius?
It's only 10 feet, and I would have
The
gave him
dome's only
space.
10 feet.
The dome's only 10 feet.
Oh,
So-
yeah, you guys.
So how much
you-
how much do I gain?
+5.
10.
Then I have 22.
Okay, plus
Then
5.
I have 26.
19.
Okay.
10.
And Rogar?
25.
Okay.
10.
So all 5 of you, all of a sudden, with this blinding flash of light, you cannot see for a second, and you feel like a thump. Your eyes open, and you are on the ground, inside the dome. Eurydice, you begin throwing up. You are retching. You feel horrible. And you don't hear any voice inside your head anymore, Diana.
Oh no.
The ring feels extremely cold on your finger.
This is a bad idea.
And that is where we will end for tonight.
We broke it.
So,
Womp
Hey.
womp.
thank
Just
you.
murder my
everyone.
fucking ring.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. It's an interesting night. A lot of interesting stuff happened. A lot of good character development. I hope you all had fun. I hope the players had fun. And please don't forget, this is part of our Extra Life charity drive. Do not forget, if you can spare even $1, it would really help going to the kids in children's hospitals, helping them to get better. And why didn't it?
I got it before you.
Oh, you did. Okay.
Yeah.
So please, if you can, even just $1, follow the link to the Extra Life campaign and donate. Help us reach our goal for donations. And as a reminder for our channel, every sub point that we get all the way until the end of the Extra Life weekend on this channel, I am going to take $1 out of my own pocket and match those sub points. So if we get 100 sub points, that's $100 coming right out of my pocket, going to children and helping them. So make me spend my money. And if you'd rather just donate directly, do that, please. Let's help the kids out. And that'll be it. So we will see you guys next week. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Yo.